y'all, it's me Alex. Today I am going to be doing a review and a 3 looks 1 palette on the Pinky Rose Cosmetics Exotic Peacock palette. I've seen a few of my favorite human beings here on YouTube just using this palette and loving it, like Angelica Nyqvist, Butte Bean, and Annette's Makeup Corner, and they've all done some really cool looks with it, and just in seeing this color scheme I was like, I need to own this like yesterday. So I went to Riley Rose in person, which I had never been to a Riley Rose before, and like holy crap, all of the people there are like gorgeous ethereal alien beings that are like perfect makeup and like really nice. So like I think I might need to go there more often. So they had this palette, they had the other two in the trilogy, but I wasn't quite as interested in the other two, and each of these palettes is for $25, so this is actually really affordable, and this is the first color scheme I have seen in a while that has just really caught my eye. Yeah, I've used almost all of the shades in this palette. The only one that I might not have is Tease, but in kind of my adventures I've been able to use just about every single shade, and I haven't had any problems with any of these shades, which I think is amazing. I really love Risque. I don't use it in this video, but holy, it's amazing. It's just this gorgeous pukey green color that I'm really obsessed with colors like these, especially pairing them with like a really bright lipstick. I also love the blues and the purples in this. What I often find is that blues and purples are really difficult to blend and end up getting really patchy, and in this palette the blues and purples are really easy to blend. There's no patchiness, none of the problems that normally comes with blues and greens. This palette kind of reminds me of if like the Urban Decay Electric palette kind of took their like cool tone shades, so like the blues and the purples and the greens, and just kind of expanded it into a palette like this. So I want to compare, because Truth here, the matte blue, kind of reminds me of Chaos but blends a lot better. Chaos is like my favorite shade of blue because it is just such, like, this is a gorgeous blue, and I did want to like compare that a little bit. I think like they're different when you swatch them, but I don't think they're as different like when you blend them. On the top is Chaos and on the bottom is Truth. Overall, I think this is a really good quality palette. I have had really good luck with all of the shades. Probably my least favorite shade is Wings, not this like shimmery pink here. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but just because it's like not my favoriteest color of all time, but it's still a really good shade. I know that this color scheme is not what a lot of people go for, but this is like exactly what I go for, so I was really pumped. And also the fallout on this palette isn't as bad as you think it would be. Like, I would still recommend doing your eyes before doing like your concealer and foundation and whatever, but I find that this one is pretty easy to work with, and like there's not so much fallout. There's not like subculture levels of fallout. I mean, y'all know I'm like a demon when it comes to digging into my eyeshadows, so yeah, that's kind of how I am. This packaging is gorgeous, and I have a shirt that kind of like is like this color and it has some flowers on the sleeve, so it really reminds me of that shirt, and that shirt's one of my favorites in my wardrobe right now. So like, that's just a side note. I also think that this color scheme goes really well with my hair. Like, I feel like that works. I think even Discreet is kind of like a greenier version of my hair right now. I think it is super cute. The only thing is I don't find this to be a problem, but I will note that there aren't like a lot of light shades, so like when it comes to a brow bone shade, I usually bring in my Pan That palette, my Shade and Light eye palette for that, just so that I can have like a nice light white brow bone highlight, or sometimes I'll use like a highlighter on my inner corner to give a little bit of spark of shimmer that isn't like, because even the shimmers are a little bit darker, like Wings and Peacock are okay, and I even used Erotic as my inner corner for this look, which you'll see in a minute. I'm not opposed to having a dark inner corner, but on those days when I do want to have like a lighter inner corner, I do have to pull in like a highlighter. I have like a crap ton of makeup, so I don't complain about having to pull in other products, because I know some people find that problematic. I do try and mention it, but that's just a thing that I note. I'm fine with like using 2 palettes to get 1 look done. So I think that is all I can say that would be beneficial to y'all, that I can just say, and I think the rest will kind of speak for itself when I do the demos, so I'm just gonna get into the 3 looks now. Okay, so I've just primed my eyes using my NYX HD eyeshadow primer. I'm going to begin by putting the shade Lovesick in the crease, that nice little bright teal there. And now I'm going to take the shade Discreet, and I will apply that also in the crease, use that to deepen it up a little bit, as well as put it in the outer corner. Now I'm going to use some concealer and do kind of a half cut crease. If you don't know what the standard method for that is, I'm just going to take a little bit on a tiny brush like this. Like, I don't even know what this brush is called. I don't know what anything is called. So I just put it all along my eye as far as over as I want it to go. And then I just look up. And then I fill it in wherever it ended up. And now on my lid, I'm going to take the shade Peacock here, this nice blue shimmer, and I'm just placing that where I made the cut crease. Okay, so my camera was really rude and cut out on me, but all I'm doing right now is I'm taking more of Discreet and I'm using that to blend with the shimmery shade. Now I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer and do the face part of this. Okay, so now I'm going to take Sultry, this hot pink here, and I'm going to use that along my lower lash line. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm just going to use the shade Wings here, because that's a little bit more pinky tone, so it'll help kind of blend all this together, I think. Okay, so I just attempted to find my black eyeliner, and I can't, so we're going with green today, because those are basically the same color. So I'm going to be using the NYX Vivid Brights liner in Vivid Envy. I haven't actually used this one before. I have one of every single color in that range just because I think it's so cool, but I haven't actually used this one as eyeliner yet, so we're gonna see how it goes. So now I'm going to curl my lashes and put on some mascara and lipstick, and then this look will be finished. Okay, so this is the finished look. I used my Milk Makeup Kush Mascara on my eyes, and for my lips I used a NYX Butter lipstick in the shade Razzle. I was literally almost about to declutter that lipstick, but now I think I'm keeping it because I forgot how much I loved it. So anyway, this is the finished look. Okay, so for this look I'm going to start by applying the shade Lustful into the crease and outer and inner corner, so I'm going to do kind of like a halo eye look today. Okay, so now that I have successfully covered almost all of my eye with the shade Purple, I am going to go in with Enchanted, so this nice shimmery blue, and I'm going to place that on the center of my lid. And now to kind of deepen up the outer and inner corner, I'm going to use the shade Dreams, this matte indigo. I'm gonna use it in the center of the crease as well. And then I'm gonna go back with a little bit more Lustful on the top part of my crease and the outer corner, just so I can show off the purple a little bit more. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and do my concealer real quick. Pardon the snow shoveling that is outside that, you know, totally wasn't happening all day. That only happened when I decided to start filming. Okay, so now that I've done kind of my face product so I don't have to worry about that, I am going to take Lustful, the purple shade that I used in the crease, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to take the shade Peacock and put that in there. And now I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face with some mascara and lipstick, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I used my Milk Makeup Push Mascara as always, and for my lipstick, I am wearing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Catnip. Okay, so for this final look, I'm going to start off by taking Truth, this matte blue shade right here, and applying that into my crease. And I'm kind of winging it out to just create a little bit of shape to it. Then I'm going to take the shade Dreams and use that to deepen it up and also apply it in the outer corner. Now I'm going to take the shade Provocative, this bright green here, and put that on my lid. And then I'm going to take some more of Dreams and blend it out in the outer corner. And now that I have my face stuff kind of done, I am going to take the shade Lustful, this matte purple here, and apply that along my lower lash line. And for my inner corner, I'm going to use the shade Erotic, this like shimmery olive goldy thing. Now I'm gonna finish off my face and I will be right back. And so this is the finished third look. The lipstick that I'm wearing is Matte Beauty by Milani. Alright y'all, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I'll see you on my next one. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!